Hello! Hi everyone, welcome back to Tales by Us, and my name is Faith. Thank you for being with me today, and I wanted to have just a real conversation about, well, as you can see, how you should be intentional about the man that you want. Let's get into the video.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend.
Okay, so I feel like we are often kind of told that we should be intentional and you should do this and should do that. There's so many things that we're hearing from social media about what we should and shouldn't do when it comes to relationships, when it comes to ourselves, when it comes to the career that we should have, the kind of girlfriend that you should be, the kind of wife that you should be, that it becomes really difficult to actually hear your own voice above all these other things that are happening. So I hope this doesn't add on to the noise, and I hope it gives clarity to the things that you might think. So this is, to be specific, this is my experience and my ideas and thoughts and opinions, right? I'm not saying you should do this. I'm saying these are the things that have happened in my life and were different and have led to the outcome that we have today. So, okay. So I think in my proposal video, I spoke about how I have had men speak about and say like, hey, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to do this, and it never really happened. I think that had a lot to do with me, right? Because as people, we receive and we allow certain things in our lives for a really long time, right? And I remember growing up and I made a list because I'm Christian, and they say to you in church, like, if you want a man, like, you need to write down all the things that you want in him. And I used to think that's just like rubbish, but I remember writing down a list of the man that I wanted. A kind man, like somebody that is really genuinely nice, loves children, somebody that wants to really be married, that wants a family, somebody that is reliable, trustworthy, not only to me, but to other people, right? It can be there for other people as well. I wanted a man that can provide for his family and not think that it was a burden to him. I wanted a best friend as well. And these are the things that I wrote down. Of course, they were physical things, like he needs to be tall and have this kind of hair. Like, okay, I was very specific. I literally wrote down he has to have like dark hair. I remember, I think I wrote down his height, and 180 centimeters was what I wanted. And I remember reading the list like down the line, and I thought, oh my gosh, like what the hell? Like, where are you gonna find this person? And then I found him. I always in the back of my head wanted all these things, and these things remained, and each person that I met, I always would kind of like put the list and this would be him and see and tick off, and it really wouldn't work. And even though I knew this person didn't have everything that I wanted and needed in a relationship for it to work, I still would go through with the relationship, and it didn't work because you're told like, hey, like you should definitely compromise when it comes to things. You can't have everything. But when I met Gyuho, I had decided that I was done compromising. I'm just gonna be myself, and I'm gonna be the girl that says like, I don't want a relationship just because. I want to be in a relationship because I want to be married. I want children, and if I'm gonna be unapologetic about the fact that these are the things that I want. And on our first date, these are the things that we spoke about, like so many. What kind of future you want, like how do you want to raise your children? And I always thought like it's ridiculous to have these conversations in the first like meeting and first date, but we had these conversations and he didn't think I was crazy. He just listened and also gave me his opinions. But I want you to know that there is literally there's definitely somebody out there that doesn't think that your expectations are too high, that doesn't think that the things that you are wanting to have in a relationship are too much. With that said, I also think as a woman, first I'll speak to the woman. You need to be feminine. You need to love yourself as well. Those are really important things, because it is really hard to love people or a person that doesn't love themselves. So love yourself, rest in your femininity, because we are women. There is nothing wrong with that. There is really nothing wrong with that. I think resting in that is really important, and it's okay to say that you are not willing to do things. Do not be afraid to lose a person, because if they had the chance to find somebody and something that they love, they probably would leave you at a drop of your hat. So don't be apologetic. Don't wait for a person that's gonna be like, yeah, maybe like, you know what, like, let's say in a year, let's see how things go. No, bro, no. If you have communicated, this is what I appreciate and this is what I want, then no. And with the men, I say also don't compromise. Don't compromise and think that just because a girl is pretty that it is enough. Don't think just because she has a great job, hey, like, I'm gonna support her and it's gonna be great. Because a lot of the times men want the respect. They do really want the support of a woman. It is really important to them. I have learned so much in the past year, not only from my own experiences, but from my dad as well. So respecting a man is really important. So I want to say, for you to get the person that you want, 1, you need to be very honest with yourself. 2, you need to make sure that you don't give up on the things that you have said that you want in a relationship. 3, make sure that you are your best self. And by that I don't mean that you need to be completely perfect, because nobody is. I think there is being your best self by, this is what I mean, like just being content with who you are as a person. When you are like that, it's quite hard for other people to shift and like try and put you in a different place, right? Because you already know what you want and who you are exactly. So those are the things that I would say. I hope this really helps. I hope that the things that I've said can start and strike up a conversations in the comment section, not just only towards me, but with each other, because I think these are really important things that we sometimes don't really talk about. And I was kind of unsure, because we live in a world now that is all about like women can do it all and like they don't need this. And if we're honest, that's a complete lie, because we all want happiness. Like we all want certain things, and you want to be with somebody. You really do. Maybe it might not be now, but in the future you do really want to have that. And if not, then that's also really great, because some people don't want that. So I want to just say that, like, let's strike up a conversation and let there be no judgment about anybody's opinion on what they want or where they stand, right? I think that's really important. So let me know, what do you think? What is the best way to be prepared and be ready for the person that you want to be in the future? How can you be intentional about the person that you are waiting for or the person that you are with right now? I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And did I just roll my eyes? I don't know. But I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And this is Tales by Us. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in the next video.